Hey guys, here's our tutorial on stock performance. Really, today you're just trying to analyze a stock's performance. And what I have here for you is a list of 12 different stocks that you are more than welcome to look around in. The most interesting one for some of us is probably GameStop to try and figure out some of these answers as we look at a stock. And I know this is brand new information for some of us. And so if you have difficulty, I have this tutorial for you. And also on your Nearpod, you can also go back to that and view your ticker symbol and all of that different stuff. Okay. So specifically here, you're going to click on one of these guys, and I have chosen Lululemon because it's my favorite. And so I'm just going to click on this link. It's going to take me to the Google platform on viewing stock. And so as we look here, this could become overwhelming for some of us, but I want it to direct us back over to this particular Google Doc because it's just asking us a few questions that we should be able to answer by looking at this. Okay. So as I know, hopefully, if I watch the Nearpod, I can tell that this is our ticker symbol. Remember that ticker symbols have 3 or 4 letters to them, and usually it relates somewhat to the company. And so for this one, it's a NASDAQ, so it should be 4 letters, and it's Lulu. And so then I'm going to go, has the stock seen a significant rise or loss in stock price over the past year? And how I know that is it's always going to show me today's stock prices. And so I'm just going to scroll over to 1 year. And this shows me over the past year. So 2020, what has that looked like? And so then I'm going to go back and see what it's asking. I am looking for a significant loss or a significant rise. And I was just very specific in answering that question. The most significant, per usual, is March of 2020. Hello, COVID. And then its rise, the highest was in September 2020. And so then I'm going to go back, and that's just what I put here. And then look at the 5-year performance. Is there a dip in the stock? If so, what year? So this should not surprise any of us, but I want you to look at this as well. Look and see how this stock performed over the last several years and how it slowly increased. So over time, the stock market was pretty stable, and then it jumped really high and stayed pretty high. And in recent months, it has been the highest that it's ever been, which is interesting to view from this perspective. But as we can see, there's a dramatic loss in March 2020. So I put March 2020 here. Has there been any upward trend of stock? When? So there has been an upward trend, as you can see, over time. It's gone up, it's gone down. Hello, COVID again. And then we've got an increase up until this point. And so overall, I put yes and no. There was for a few months, but it has been back and forth recently. Most recent, it has been back and forth, which is, an interesting place to be in the stock market. But we did just go, we are in a pandemic. We just went through a presidential election. And so this is usually the time where it gets a little rocky. Okay. Would you buy into this stock? Why? I would buy the stock. The reason I would buy it is because the stock seems pretty stable over time. And if it falls, it has come back even stronger. And this is where I know that. Okay. So each time it's fallen, it's came back. It's fallen, it's came back. It's fallen, it's came back. So based on its history, it's going to come back stronger. That's all I'm saying here. Okay, so I hope this is helpful for us identifying key stocks that potentially we might purchase in the future. Happy stock finding.